네, 오늘은 누구 이야기를 들어볼까요?
So today we have a clip sent to us from Rachel, who's from the USA, but currently lives in Indonesia.
That is right.
She's done some extensive traveling in her lifetime. She's been to so many countries.
Yeah, she's been to so many countries and so many continents and so many regions. 정말 다양한 지역에 많이 가본 것 같아요. 사실은 유럽에만 가도 뭐 여러 나라를 동시에 돌 수 있잖아요. 유럽에만 가도 10개국 여행 정도는 하시는 분들이 많은데 이제 레이첼 씨 같은 경우에는 뭐 중동 쪽도 가보고 뭐 아프리카도 가보시고 아시아, 동남아시아, 뭐 아메리카 대륙, 네, 모로코 포함해서 여러 군데를 가봤습니다. 그런데 여기서는 본인이 많이 여행을 했다라는 이야기가 아니고요. 부모님 이야기를 해줄 겁니다. 한번 불러볼까요?
Okay, 레이첼 씨
나와주세요.
One of the most memorable moments was just last year when my parents came to visit me and my husband in Korea. It was the first time that my parents were coming, and so I was really excited. It had been a long time. We had lived there for a long time, and so it was perfect because we already knew our way around. We could speak enough of the language, and we really knew what was worth it to see and explore in the country. So it was so exciting. My parents were met in the military, and they've already done extensive traveling in the world, but it was their first trip together in a really, really long time, so it was special for them as well. And we had a blast eating all the food and seeing all of our favorite places and where we lived for so long.
That's fantastic.
That is fantastic. I'm so jealous her parents came to visit her in Korea.
Because your parents have never...
They still have never visited me. It's been almost 5 years.
Are you trying to talk them into coming?
Yeah, all the time. Every time we talk, I'm like, you know, it would be fun. So.
그래도 좀 더 노력을 해야 될 것 같아요. 그냥 재밌을 거라는 말 말고 좀 더 뭔가 적극적으로 어필을 해보세요.
Alright.
네. 자, 그런데 메간 선생님이 부러워하는 내용이 여기 있었죠. 레이첼 씨의 부모님이 레이첼 씨가 지금은 한국에 안 살고 있지만 한국에 살고 있었을 때 방문을 하셨다라는 이야기였습니다. 첫 번째 줄부터 자세히 볼까요?
Alright. One of the most memorable moments was just last year. One of the most memorable moments was just last year.
네. 가장 기억에 남는 순간들 중 하나는 just last year.
Just last year.
바로 작년이었대요. 사실 just last year 하면 작년뿐 only last year.
All right. Not in that case.
Yeah, not the other years, but just last year. 이럴 수도 있겠지만 여기서 말하는 just는 바로.
Right. As in it just happened.
You know,
because it's close by.
The friend that I was telling you about, I just met him yesterday.
Oh, you did?
Yes. 그럴 때. Just yesterday. 바로 어제. 이제 얼마 시간이 오래 지나지 않았다라는 이야기를 하고 싶을 때 이런 말을 쓰죠. All right.
And the next one? When my parents came to visit me and my husband in Korea. When my parents came to visit me and my husband in Korea.
부모님이 저와 남편을 만나러 한국에 오셨을 때였어요.
So jealous.
Stop being jealous.
Okay.
Focus on the show.
Okay.
Focus on what Rachel is telling us.
Okay.
When my parents came to visit me and my husband in Korea. 뭐 특별히 어려운 내용은 없었습니다. 그 다음 문장.
It was the first time that my parents were coming, and so I was really excited. It was the first time that my parents were coming, and so I was really excited.
부모님이 오신 건 처음이었기 때문에 뭐 엄밀히 따지자면 오실 계획이었던 건 정도가 되겠죠.
Yeah.
네, 처음이었기 때문에 저는 정말 신이 났어요. 물론 this already happened.
Yeah.
이미 일어난 일이므로 이렇게 번역해도 무방하겠지만 그 당시에는 아직 안 오셨었잖아요. It was the first time that they were coming. They were still in the United States, but they were coming anyway.
They were coming anyway.
Yeah.
Even though it was all in the past. It was
네.
Yeah.
잘 생각하셔야 돼요.
Yeah.
그 당시에 지금 신났다라는 지금 So I was really excited. 신났던 시점에는 아직 오시기 전인데 They are coming.
Yes.
이므로 과거형이니까
Right.
They were coming.
Right.
All right. Does that make sense?
It does make sense. And the next sentence actually has a part that could be difficult to listen to. So first, let's take a look at the clip.
It had been a long time. We had lived there for a long time. It had been a long time. We had lived there for a long time.
Okay.
네.
So it was like two fast parts connected together by the comma.
두 개 다른 문장이었어요. 그런데 a long time, a long time. 이 두 부분이 같았기 때문에 마치 같은 문장인가 생각할 수도 있겠지만 어떻게 말을 했죠?
So she said, it had been a long time. We lived there for a long time. It had been a long time. We lived there for a long time.
앞에 나왔던 it had been a long time이라는 것은 뭐 처음이었으니까 오랜만에 오시는 건 아닐 거고.
Right. It had been a long time since she had seen her parents,
그렇죠.
or
네.
a long time since she had been Korea and had been waiting for her parents to come. One of those two.
네, 둘 중에 하나겠죠. 둘 다 해당될 수도 있겠고요. It had been a long time. 오랜만이었다. 오래됐었었다. 그 전에. 즉, 저는 받아들인 거는 이제 한국에 도착한 지 시간이 오래 지났었다라는
Yeah.
말로 받아들였고 레이첼 씨도 그게 신경이 쓰였나 봐요. 바로 뒤에서 이렇게 또 말을 바꿔주고
Yeah.
있죠. She's rephrasing her sentence to We lived there for a long time. We lived there
Yeah.
for a long time. 한국에 오래 살았거든요. 그래서 한국에 오래 사셨기 때문에 부모님이 처음으로 오시니까 obviously they were excited.
I know.
You keep thinking about
I know.
your
Okay,
parents.
I'll stop thinking about
How
it.
nice it would be, right?
It would be so awesome, parents, please.
I hope your parents are watching.
Right? Okay, so why don't we take a look at the clip again 2 more times?
It had been a long time. We had lived there for a long time. It had been a long time. We had lived there for a long time.
Okay, and let's move on to the next one. And so it was perfect because we already knew our way around. And so it was perfect because we already knew our way around.
So it was perfect. 완벽했대요. 지금 부모님이 오시는 타이밍이라든지 모든 것이 완벽했고 왜냐하면 because we already knew our way around. What does it mean? Know your way around.
So when you know your way around, it means, here's another expression, you know the ropes. It means you know how to get everywhere. It means you know what to eat. It means you know where to buy everything. It basically means you know how to live well there.
네, 그렇죠. 그래서 이 주변 지리를 잘 알았다라는 거고요. 또 주변 지리를 아는 것 이외에도 방금 전에 말씀하신 것처럼 뭐 생활하는 요령이라든지 여기서 어떻게 사는지 이곳을, 이 동네를 잘 알고 있었기 때문에 완벽했다라는 말인데 아까 중간에 소개해 주신 것이 이제 learn the ropes 또는 know the
Yeah.
ropes인데 rope는 밧줄이잖아요. 그래서 밧줄 배에 탔을 때 when somebody joins the sailing crew, the first thing that you need to do is to learn the ropes.
The ropes.
밧줄을 어떻게 쓰는지 정말로 닻을 내리고 또는 뭐 돛을 펴고 이런 것들이 필요한데 그게 밧줄로 연결돼 있으니까. 그런 뜻에서 온 표현입니다. Know the ropes. R-O-P-E-S. 한국 지리를 잘 알았기 때문입니다. 이 동네를 잘 알았기 때문이고요. 그 다음에 또 이유가 있죠.
We could speak enough of the language. We could speak enough of the language.
한국어도 충분히 할 수 있었기 때문이죠. We could speak enough of the language. Enough Korean.
We could speak enough Korean, for sure.
Enough Korean이라고 할 때는요. We could speak enough Korean. Enough하고 Korean 사이에 of가 없어요.
Yeah,
근데 여기서는 enough of the language라고 쓴 거는 왜 그렇죠?
because it's with the language. She didn't specify which one it was.
맞아요.
Yeah.
게다가 enough the language 이상해요.
Yeah, it'd be very weird. So you have to say enough of the language or enough Korean, enough English, enough German.
네.
Yeah.
언어 이름이 바로 뒤에 올 때는 enough와 연결될 수 있지만 enough the. 예를 들어서 the house라는 말 앞에 big the house.
Yeah, you don't
이상하잖아요.
need that. Just big house.
Alright, so that's good. 그래서 한국어도 충분히 할 수 있었어요라는 말이고요. And then
And we really knew what was worth it to see and explore in the country. And we really knew what was worth it to see and explore in the country.
중간에 문장을 바꾸고 있습니다.
Yeah.
And we could really 하다가 아니야. Scratch that 하면서 We really knew 정말 알았어요. What was worth it to 이제 원래는 worth seeing 형태로 많이 쓰잖아요.
Yeah, so actually when I first read it, I was about to say worth seeing. I don't know if you caught on to that.
I didn't. 그런데
Yeah.
이제 worth seeing이라는 형태도 가능하지만 이렇게 it is important to see 뭐 이런 형태로 it 하고 see가 의미상으로 연결될 때가 있잖아요. 마찬가지 형태입니다. It to see and explore in the country. 여기서 말하는 country는 which country?
South Korea.
Exactly. 한국에서 어디가 what was worth it to see. 어디가 볼만하고 무엇이 볼만하고 그 다음에 explore. 탐험하다 of course, it's not like exploring with a flashlight or anything.
Yeah, not like that. But just mean, certain areas that you should go to because there's a lot of cool stuff there.
그렇죠. 네, 정말로 탐험, 동굴 탐험 이런 거 아니고 돌아다닐만 한 거. 그래서 어디가 볼만하고 어디가 돌아다닐만 한지 잘 알았다는 거죠. 오래 살았기 때문에. And then the next part.
So the next sentence has a part that could be difficult to hear, so let's take a look at the clip first.
So it was so exciting.
Okay.
So that was so fast, too.
자, 그러면 어떤 내용이었는지 공개해 주시죠.
Okay, so it was so exciting. So it was so exciting.
It was so exciting이었는데 사실 it was so exciting. was so.
Yeah, was so exciting.
네.
Was so exciting.
뭐 so가 없다고 생각해도 의미는 똑같아요.
Yeah, it's exactly the same. We just use so, as you guys probably know by now, just to start off like certain sentences. So almost every one of the clips starts with so. Blah, 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 blah.
그래서 it was so exciting. So it was so exciting. 연음되는 거 주의해서 다시 한번 들어보시죠.
So it was so exciting. So it was so exciting.
And moving on to the next one. My parents were met in the military and they've already done extensive traveling in the world. My parents were met in the military and they've already done extensive traveling in the world.
네, 부모님이 my parents were라고 하려다가
Yeah.
my parents were in the military라는 말을 생각을 하신 거예요.
Right.
했다가 이제 군대에 있었다라는 말보다 더 중요한 것은 군대에서 만났다. 네, they met in the military. military는 뭐 육군, 해군, 공군 여러 가지가 있지만 관계없이 다 이제 군에서 만났을 때 in the military라고 할 수 있겠죠. My parents were met 이렇게 in the military 군대에서 만났는데 and they've already done extensive traveling in the world. 그 후로 만나서 이제 뭐 일 때문인지 아니면 그 뭐 기호 때문인지 세계 여행을 이미 광범위하게 하셨어요. So basically, they've been everywhere.
Yeah, probably. Maybe that's where Rachel got her, desire to travel to so many countries.
Yeah, definitely
Yeah.
her parents' influence, I think.
Yeah, especially a lot of military kids, when they're little, they also live in several countries as well.
They are like stationed in different countries for maybe 3 years, 4 years, and they're sent to another country, and their children go with them.
Go with them.
이제 군에 있게 되면 특히 이제 미군이었으니까 여기에서는 여러 나라에 주둔을 하면서 생활을 하면은 같이 이동을 했겠죠. 그런데 여기서는 레이첼 씨가 뭐 같이 이동을 했는지는 정보는 없고.
Yeah.
Anyway, 광범위하게 하셨대요. And then?
And the next one. But it was their first trip together in a really, really long time. But it was their first trip together in a really, really long time.
네, 이미 세계 여행은 많이 하셨기 때문에 특별히 한국에 오는 게 뭐 우와 첫 여행이다 이건 아니지만
Right.
But it was their first trip together. 이렇게까지만 들으면 So they had traveled separately.
Separately,
네,
yeah.
각자 respectively 각자 다녔구나 오해할 수 있지만 it was their first trip together in
In a really, really long time.
Exactly. 함께 여행하시는 것은 처음이 아니고 정말 오랜만이라는 말인데 이것 때문에 헷갈리는 거죠. First time in a long time.
So, for example, when winter comes up here, then I have a very delicious sweet potato, a gokuma, one that's caramelized inside. I can say, this is my first delicious gokuma in a very, very long time.
아하, 이게 어순이 반대여서
Yeah.
한국어로는 뭐 이렇게 맛있는 고구마 오랜만에 처음 먹어봐. 처음이라는 말이 뒤에 나와요. 그래서 오랜만에. 그리고 또 똑같은 게 올해 처음이다. This is the first coffee I've had today. This is the first cup of coffee I've had this year. 올해 처음 마시는 커피야. 뭐 10월에, 11월에,
와우.
12월에 그러면 1년 동안 참은 거예요. 그런데 그 뒤에 나오는 단서가 this morning. 오늘 아침 처음 마시는 커피. 전혀 달라지는데 우리말로는 그 언제인지 오랜만인지 함께 이런 게 앞에 나오니까
Right.
오해 소지도 적고 그다음에 약간 드라마틱한 요소도 적겠죠.
Right. So you have to listen a lot to the very end in English. I know sometimes in Korean you can get like the idea of certain things in the beginning. But in English sometimes
yeah.
you have to listen to the very end.
Vice versa actually.
Really?
네. 서로
sometimes.
네, 한국어가 끝까지 들어야 되는 경우도 있고 영어가 끝까지 들어야 되는
Oh,
경우도
that's true,
있습니다.
especially because the verb goes at the end of some Korean sentences.
Exactly.
Well, just listen to the end anyway,
네.
in any language.
끝까지 들어봐야 되죠. 그래서 이 문장 다시 한 번만 읽어드리자면 It was their first 한번 그 오해하다가 해결되는 거 느껴보세요. It was their first trip together in a really, really long time. 전에도 여행을 많이 해봤던 거죠. And then
So it's special for them as well. So it's special for them as well.
그래서 그분들에게도 특별한 경험인 거죠. And lastly,
And we had a blast eating all the food and seeing all of our favorite places and where we lived for so long. And we had a blast eating all the food and seeing all of our favorite places and where we lived for so long.
we had a blast. 정말 재밌었다라는 이야기 몇 시간 전에 저희가 지난 시간에 아마 지지난 시간에 이야기했던 것 같고요. 저희가 eating all the food and seeing all of our favorite places 좋아하는 곳들도 다 보고 음식도 많이 먹고 이제 all the food라고 했지만 정말로 한국에 있는 음식 다 드신 건 아니잖아요.
Yeah, not all of the food in Korea, but you know, maybe all of the food that she had wanted them to try.
네.
Yeah, all of the food that she's tried in her time.
네,
Yeah.
그냥 much food.
Yeah, a lot of food.
food인 거죠. And where we lived for so long. 좋아하는 장소들과 그리고 오랫동안 살았던 동네가 있을 거 아니에요. 거기를 부모님에게 보여드릴 수 있다는 것 자체가 정말 재밌었을 텐데 그래서 we had a blast. 정말 재미있었어요로 마무리가 되고 있습니다.
Sounds so awesome.
Yeah, touching story, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right, that's it.
Yeah, so before we move on, we're going to take a look at it 2 more times. The first time with English subtitles and the second time without. So let's watch.
One of the most memorable moments was just last year when my parents came to visit me and my husband in Korea. It was the first time that my parents were coming, and so I was really excited. It had been a long time. We had lived there for a long time, and so it was perfect because we already knew our way around. We could speak enough of the language, and we really knew what was worth it to see and explore in the country. So it was so exciting. My parents were met in the military, and they've already done extensive traveling in the world. But it was their first trip together in a really, really long time, so it was special for them as well. And we had a blast eating all the food and seeing all of our favorite places and where we lived for so long. One of the most memorable moments was just last year when my parents came to visit me and my husband in Korea. It was the first time that my parents were coming, and so I was really excited. It had been a long time. We had lived there for a long time, and so it was perfect because we already knew our way around. We could speak enough of the language, and we really knew what was worth it to see and explore in the country. So it was so exciting. My parents were met in the military, and they've already done extensive traveling in the world. But it was their first trip together in a really, really long time, so it was special for them as well. And we had a blast eating all the food and seeing all of our favorite places and where we lived for so long.
Okay, thank you so much, Rachel, for sharing that story with us. I am greatly touched by your story, and I hope I can have a memory as awesome as yours someday.
네, 언젠가 오시겠죠, 부모님
Yeah.
한국에.
Yes.
Okay, so now we're going to listen to, well, not listen to, well, let's listen to you.
Listen to them. Yeah.
Learn some new expressions related to this topic.
Okay,
Let's go.
it's time for Street
Smart